Thank you. So I take the T into work and then walk down Mass Ave. So these first poems are from incidents on the T, or observations. Perfect lips. To my eyes, she had the perfect pair of lips, the young woman seated in the subway car. The top one curved just so, curling slightly upward at the tips, thus bracketing a central pair of small pink peaks, first formed when God's finger pressed beneath her nostrils to give her breath. It reclined upon the lower one, like a lady balanced on an ottoman, a plush pink pillow of a pedestal. I thought of asking for a smile, for a keepsake held in memory, but in the end decided not to interrupt, her eyes downcast in the modern mode, not so much in modesty, just intent in watching words in ranks scroll across her phone. 3-kiss funk. She was facing forward in the D-line trolley seat, silent and unsmiling, eyes straight ahead. He kissed her on the cheek, without effect that I could see. Again he kissed her on the cheek, and still she did not move. A third time he kissed her on the cheek and gently rubbed her shoulder. At last she smiled and turned toward him. An animated conversation blossomed in the shortened space between the two of them. Anger. This came from a conversation with a cancer survivor. Anger. It's all right to be outspoken, even with a tinge of anger. When death sits on your doorstep and watches you go in and out, and you don't know if you have months or years, if the radiation has worked, or the chemo, or if the cancer is still burrowing in or out, and you lost your hair for nothing, and you watch for fear or pity in the eyes, and wonder what that flatness in a doctor's voice might mean. But you have to hope, and you can still be angry. Blind man. I met a blind man on a cold, cold Boston day with his cane in front, tapping tentatively, and a shopping cart of his belongings pulled along behind as he angled with some hesitation toward the snowbank at the plaza's edge. But he heard my steps and paused to say, "Please, sir, I am blind. Would you guide me to Prudential? Please, just hold on to my cane." So I took hold of the cane, now extended toward me, and led him back a ways to the intersection he had missed, and across the street, and down 50 feet, to the subway entrance whose warm shelter he sought. "I'm okay now," he said, and thanked me, and dismissed me, and I continued on my way to work. Some would say it was Providence, the hand of God, that choreographed my steps, that slowed my train, so I missed the bus, and decided to walk down Belvedere Street, and met the man when he needed me, to correct the error in direction he could not see. But dear Lord, I must ask, why do you concentrate on the small things? Why leave the man blind and homeless to begin with? My last one, this is for my mother-in-law, Shirley Firestein, who was an anatomy donor this year. I look with my heart. I look with my heart and see the red-haired woman with the forceful personality to match, the mind of the chemist, the gatherer of gallium and germanium, who talked to me with animation of 5 zeros purity, even 6. I look with my heart and see the girl who stole his hockey stick and then grew up to be the drop-dead redhead who captivated him and agreed to marry him and became the mother of my beloved, who welcomed me with sincere warmth, almost as a second son, who held our daughters with pride, took them swimming at the town pool on summer visits, nourished them on whitefish, books, and love, was their role model, the can-do professional, and gracious hostess. My eyes see the figure with the silvered hair, lying quiet on the hospice bed, but I will look with my heart.